Hi, and welcome to the Selling in the Motor Trade podcast in association with CarWow, the online car-changing destination. Together, we share tips and ideas on how to sell more cars, improve your service department, and generally put more profit into your department, dealership, or dealer group. I'm your host, Simon Bowkett, or some of you might already know me as Skippy. Firstly, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to listen to this podcast. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Selling Motor Trade. This is one that's going to give me lots of abuse. I am just waiting for my inbox. And by the way, here's my email address behind me. This is where to send the abuse to, okay? Because I'm going to say it. I kind of hate these apps that are out there at the moment. Appraisy, these apps where they tell us all the details. Joe Duffy has developed their own app in Ireland there. Sends her all the photographs of the car and I'll give you a price on it. Now, I know CarWow, okay, our sponsor, they have these apps where people take all the photos of the car to get the price. What I hate them then, okay? Actually, I don't hate them. I kind of love them. But sometimes I hate how they're used in the sales process. So salespeople, I want to talk to you, okay? I was in a dealership this week. An inquiry come through. The customer was a long way away, and the customer wanted an idea what their car's worth. Okay. And straight away, the salesperson said, "Oh, no problem. We have this app. I'm going to email you through a link to the app. Give me all the photographs of your car there. Once I've got all the photographs, then I'll give you the price." And the app gives the customer the price straight away. I went, whoa. Can we just change the way we use that? It's the process and how we're using it. And again, if you're one of these companies that supply these apps, feel free to get involved and come and contact me, okay, and talk about how you recommend it's used. I'm sure you're not recommending it the way this was used, okay? But I said to the salesperson, do me a favor. In a face-to-face environment, when have you ever put a deal in front of a customer, told them how much their car is worth, and the customer said, "Well, that much? Well, that's really good. I like that." Okay. How often does that happen? Not that often. Okay. Now, to be fair, the salesperson said, "Oh, yeah, it does happen." I said, "Yeah, that's the one you couldn't get them approved on finance, though, right?" And he started laughing. He said, "How do you know?" Because that's why they buy anything. They were hard work on finance. Okay. Guys, I still like the idea of it. Oh, and also, to be fair, you might be sitting there thinking, hold on, this is 2025, Simon. People got an idea on their car left, right, and center. Okay. Yeah, but you got to be careful. When people go online to get an idea what their car's worth through motorways, through CarWow, okay, through We Buy in Car, they go to Auto Trader. You know, and I know when someone looks on Auto Trader to buy a car, they click on the little button, lowest to highest. When they try and get an idea what their car's worth, don't they click on highest to lowest? Don't they compare it to that car and they think their car's the same, not realizing the other car's got half the mileage on it, double the specification on it. It's spent £2,300 worth of reconditioning. They've got to put a warranty on the car. They've got to get through that MOT check, that NCT check. They've done all this sort of stuff that the customers aren't realizing. They've got to pay VAT on any profit they make. Okay. So again, it's the same thing with this app. Okay. And it was just this salesperson. He sent it through to them. Okay. They get the price. I said, "How often does it work?" He said, I never really hear from him again. But the trouble is, it's because it's our pricing department. They just get the car's price wrong all the time. Really? You think so? Let's work out where they get their prices from. They actually sell lots of cars through auctions. They sell lots of cars through Merlin Motor Auctions. Hi, Merlin. How are you? Okay. And actually, I don't think their prices are wrong at all, because actually the price represents the fair market value in the car, because that's what cars are actually making. It's the way it's used. Okay. Guys, I still want to go from a digital inquiry to some sort of phone call. And in our Customers First Contact course, we talk lots about how to go from that email inquiry to actually speak to the customer. Do your salespeople know how to deal with the customer's first contact? Do your salespeople know how to engage with that digital inquiry and get them from a digital inquiry to a phone where they can build rapport? When they actually get on the phone, how effective are they in making that appointment? Listen, maybe you guys need the customer's first contact course that we do at Simco Training. Speak to us about how it might help get your team to the next level. Real quick one, managers, listen to this. If you're salespeople or yourself, if you're trying to go from a digital inquiry into an appointment straight away, it's too much of a jump. You've got to go from a digital inquiry, earn the right to go to phone. When you're at the phone, then you can build the rapport, what we're great at doing there. And of course, from the phone, then you can go into making an appointment, getting the customers physically face-to-face there. That's what that's the sales activity funnel we need to go through now. So actually, when people say, what's my car worth? Okay, I'm still going to try and get an appointment. Okay, and Mr. Customer, trouble with any price without seeing the car, it might be a guess. Okay, and the downside of that is I'm going to end up guessing too high, or I'm going to end up guessing too low. If I guess too high, you're going to be upset with me when I can't give you that figure when we see the car. In fact, there's some dealers out there, I might give you a price they know they can't do just to get you to turn up. I won't play those games with you. But also, if I guess too low, we're never going to see each other. I prefer not to guess at all, but show you exactly what we could do when we see your car. So, hey, when's a good time to have a look at your car? Through the week or maybe a weekend? Okay, is that more a Saturday or a Sunday? So I'll try some of those things. But again, if it's a distant sale, okay, trial close first. And Mr. and Mrs. Customer, I'd hate to think you drive all the way down from Edinburgh. You get here and the car's secured. I just wouldn't want to do that to you. So can I ask you, if we can get the figures right based on your experience, your description, not experience, from your description of the car, would you be in a position to leave me £1,000 on either credit or debit card just to secure the car? Yes. Here's the bit. Hey, listen, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being your car was like the day it left the factory, 1 being it's ready for the scrap heap. Overall, how do you rate your car? Guys, don't just say a scale of 1 to 10. You know that every customer is going to say, it's a 10, it's a 10. The car's turned up, and it's got more hits than the Beatles. You turn around and say, what's this? And of course, the customer justifies it, says, well, it is a 10 out of 10 for a 4-year-old car. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the car was like the day it left the factory, 1 being it's ready for the scrap heap. Overall, how would you rate the condition of the car? It's always 7, 8, or 9. Hey, great. What's stopping it being a perfect 10? There's a scrape down the side of it. Listen, that scuff, is it less than 30 centimeters? Is it less than the thickness of a pound coin? Just so I know, is it something you'd claim on your motor vehicle insurance? Or is it too minor for that? Oh, too minor for that. Okay. Or do you have any of that shine product or that smart cover? Sorry, what's that? That's something a lot of our customers have. Effectively, scuff or scrape up to 30 centimeters or the thickness of a pound coin, they have a pot of £3,000 they'd spend over the next 3 years maintaining the showroom condition of the car. You don't have anything like that? Okay, might be something for you to consider next time. So with that, I've done 2 things there. Number 1, I might have a hook for your cosmetic cover if you're selling in your particular dealership. But then also I'm getting the customers to think about what damage might be on the car there. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the car was like the day it left the factory, 1 being it's ready for the scrap heap. What's the condition of the car? 7, 8, or 9. And what's stopping it being a perfect 10? There's an alloy wheel that was used as a parking sensor. Okay, do you have that alloy cover? Okay, there's a stain in the back seat. Have you got your paint and fabric protection certificate? So it's the hook for all the value-added products. That's something these apps don't tend to do. But then, of course, I'm going to use the app because I love them. They are really, really good. Kind of love and hate them. Okay. Then I'm going to turn around and say, hey, listen, my boss might be conservative if they value the car without actually seeing it. So I'm going to send you through a link to the Simco app. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you whichever system you're actually using. Okay, take a photographs of the car, you walk around the car, you've got the See It Now app that does it, you've got the whatever the one it is, a crazy app there. Once we've got all that information, my boss will actually see what it is. So again, the title of this one might have been a bit clickbaity, saying I hate them. Okay, if you're running one of those apps out there, I don't really hate them. I do love them. Okay, they make us look so much more professional. It's just how they're used. For salespeople, don't just email it to people, hoping the price comes through and they go, yeah, I love that price there. Try and get to the phone call first. use the scale of 1 to 10, get the customer thinking about all that damage, what's stopping it being a perfect 10. Because that's so important. The customer doesn't see the tear in the seat anymore. They've been sitting on it for the last 4,000 miles. They don't see the chip in the windscreen anymore because they've been looking around it for last 8,000 kilometers. Damage happens to the car slowly over time. Have you ever bought a new pair of shoes? A great shoe salesperson would put your old shoes beside the new shoes because we don't realize how beat up our shoes are until you see them beside the new one. Okay. Have you ever repainted a wall in your house? You don't realize how beat up it is until you start repainting it because the damage happens slowly over time. So listen, with those apps, I love them. Kind of hate how they're used. Try the 1 to 10. Try the 1 to 10 and let me know how it gets on. And I'll see you next time. That just leaves me to say that all details of this episode and other episodes on the selling in the motor trade can be found on our website, simcotraining.co.uk. Go there to get a copy of our book, Words That Sell Cars. Go there to sign up to a free trial of our Sales Fitness online sales training program. Easiest way to get hold of me is Simon Bowkett through LinkedIn. Thank you.